Right to the air is Mahomes. The throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Allen. Touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. From 4 yards out. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And again it's Chubb. Room here to run. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I have to admit I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And again, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the 1st half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. 43. Mahomes now on 1st down, and Diggs has it. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This one is caught. It's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
15, 15. 15, yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Allen off the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throwing left left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. On play action, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go up top again. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Middle.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22, Allen flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To the air, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's second and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll throw deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Got his man complete. Moore. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, That theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And again, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
That's to his running back, complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he'll get this to the 32. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it was an interception.
And my goodness, another interception. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Good move at the 30. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. I'm
really out for blood this time. Look.